Introducing Delta 106557 Kitchen Faucet. Single hole mounting, 1, 2, and 3, mounts above deck/sink and under the faucet hub. Be sure to align trim ring tabs, 4, if your faucet has a trim ring, in the base of the hub. Installation. For installations using the 10 inches escutcheon, be certain and use the 10 inches escutcheon, 1, and undercover plate, 2. Assemble undercover plate and escutcheon in place of single hole trim ring. Place the shanks, 3, of the escutcheon/undercover plate assembly into the mounting holes of the sink. Slide the tubes and shank of the hub, 4, through the escutcheon and mounting holes, then install the hub onto the escutcheon. Ensure that tabs, 5, on the escutcheon and plate are properly located in slots in the bottom of hub. Mount as shown above using the nuts, 6, bracket, 7, and nut with wrench, 8. For optional installations use the 10.5 escutcheon, specify finish, not supplied. Place the 10.5 inches escutcheon, 6, and gasket, 7, under faucet, 1, hand tighten using escutcheon washers, 8, and nuts, 9. Mount as shown above using the mounting bracket, 2. Tighten mounting nut, 3, securely by hand, and then tighten with wrench provided. Then, using a Phillips screwdriver, tighten locking screws, 5. Standard connections. Ensure all fittings and end connections are free of debris. Faucet fittings, 1, are 3/8 of an inch compression. Loop tubing, 2, if it is too long. Note, recommended tubing minimum bend diameter is 8 inches. Secure metal nut, 3, to supply valve connection, 4. Turn the nut until it feels snug. Then tighten the nut at least 2 more turns with a wrench. Repeat for another tube. Turn on water, and examine for leaks. Custom fit installation. For custom fit installations, you must use plastic sleeves, ferrules, supplied with the model and nuts included on supply lines. The tube cut must be straight. See the plastic sleeve, ferrule, installation instructions found in and included in this document for more information. Slide nut, 1, over plastic sleeve, ferrule, 3. Start nut by hand onto supply valve connection, 2, to prevent cross-threading. Turn the nut until it feels snug. Then tighten the nut at least 2 more turns with a wrench. Repeat for another supply line. Turn on water, and examine for leaks. Correct method. Determine the desired length of the supply tube, 1. Leave 1 inch or 2 inches of extra length to allow for easier installation and cut tube. Ensure the cut is straight and burr-free. Slide nut, 2, and plastic sleeve, ferrule, 3, onto the cut supply tube. Ensure the plastic sleeve, ferrule, is oriented as shown. Insert the supply tube into the supply valve connection, 4. The supply tube should touch the bottom of a hole inside the supply valve. Slide the plastic sleeve, ferrule, down the supply tube until it contacts the supply valve connection. Slide nut over plastic sleeve, ferrule. Start nut by hand to prevent cross-threading. Turn the nut until it feels snug. Incorrect installation. Do not install the sleeve upside down. Ensure the cut is straight. Do not use gasket, 1, supplied with PEX tubing or brass ferrule, 2, supplied with valve stops. Ensure the tube is fully inserted into stop before sliding the sleeve down to engage the top of the fitting. Flush supply lines. Place a bucket below outlet tube, 1, and move the valve handle, 2, to the open mixed position. Then, while holding the outlet tube, 1, over the bucket, slowly open and close the supply stops, 3. This will prevent debris from being lodged in the hose and sprayer. Move faucet handle, 2, to the off position, and carefully remove the container of water. Hose installation. Insert hose end, 1, through hose weight assembly, 2. Push the hose end, 1, onto the faucet outlet, 3. Attach clip, 4, over the hose and outlet as shown. Pull down moderately to ensure a connection has been made. Setting the handle limit stop. This faucet includes an integrated handle limit stop that has 2 positions. Position 1, to the left, allows full handle motion, the full range between all cold to all hot. The faucet is set in position 1 in the factory. Position 2, to the right, allows half of the normal handle motion, all cold to mixed hot/cold. The handle limit stop can be adjusted by the homeowner once the faucet is installed. Setting the handle limit stop in position 2 may help to prevent scalding because it limits the amount of hot water in the mix. However, this handle limit stop will not always prevent scalding because it does not compensate for incoming pressure or sudden water temperature changes. Soap dispenser installation. Remove nut, 1. Separate head, 2, from body, 3. Insert body, 3, and gasket, 4, through a selected hole in the sink. Make sure gasket, 4, is properly seated in the base. Secure body to sink with nut, 1. From under the sink screw the bottle, 5, onto the body assembly shank. Insert pump, 6, into the head, 2, then drop into the body, 3. Do not remove the bottle each time as this weakens the neck. Pull the pump and head assembly out occasionally to soak and pump warm water through the pump to remove soap buildup. Turn on water supplies, 1, and faucet valve handle, 2. Check all connections at arrows for leaks. Refer back to the appropriate installation instructions and retighten if necessary. If assembled correctly, check for damage to seals and order appropriate replacements. The sprayer will lock into position when brought into proximity to the spout magnet. The sprayer can be removed by either pulling directly out from the spout or by twisting 90 degrees in either direction, which will cause the magnets to repel and the head to decouple from the spout. Recommended. Check the operation of the two-function sprayer by pushing the trigger, A, from the aerator to the spray. For models with a 3-function sprayer, check the operation by pushing the buttons to achieve the 3 different modes. Maintenance. If the faucet exhibits very low flow, remove and clean the aerator, 1. Unscrew the hose from the spray head and clean the debris from the screen. If the faucet leaks from under the handle, remove the handle, 4, and cap, 5. Using a wrench, ensure the bonnet nut, 6, is tight. If the leak persists, shut off water supplies. Replace valve cartridge, 7. When reinstalling parts, make sure the bonnet nut, 6, is tightened securely with a wrench. If the faucet leaks from the spout outlet, when reinstalling parts, make sure the bonnet nut, 6, is tightened securely with a wrench. Button 1, standard flow aerator. Button 2, 1.5 GPM at 60 pounds per square inch maximum aerator. Button 3, spray mode. For more updates, subscribe to our channel.